Cramorant is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. This led me to want to conquer the region of Paldea with it, a solo challenge run if you will. All I have to do is beat some gym leaders, the Elite Four, and then the champion who are all considered the toughest trainers in the land. Cramorant being a flying type made easy works of Gyms 1 and 2, however Gym 3 being electric was a little scary. This is a grim type for a water flying duck to face, but luckily I was prepared and gave Cramorant Terra Earth type along with Terra Blast. The battle was still closer than I would have liked, but the hardest gym was beaten. Or so I thought. Having no super effective moves against water, I was no longer able to OHKO opposing Pokemons even with the extra damage boost from Life Orb. After my defeat, I ended stream and thought about what I could change for the next day. If only there was a way to have more health without being too overleveled. Then it hit me. Shell Bell. I may not be doing as much damage, but being able to heal keeps me alive long enough to get to the ace Pokemon with a solid amount of health left. I would like to say that Shell Bell won me the battle, but I really just got a lucky dodge. Regardless, I decided that Shell Bell was the way to go. Next was Larry. God, just hearing his name infuriates me. Just look at what this man did to me. Kamala kept putting me to sleep, so I thought maybe a Chesto-berry, but then the Dunsparce just paralyzes me. No matter what I tried, I kept dying to the Dunsparce, if not the Staraptor. What can I change to beat Larry? I don't want to overlevel, that'll just make it too easy. Yeah, fuck it. We train. Like, a lot. I didn't want to do this, but Larry, you brought this upon yourself. After being overleveled, I felt good about beating Larry. Yeah, so I found out the hard way that even though I did technically beat him, since I lost, it only counts as a loss for me. Capitalism, am I right? I would like to say I did something different, but I just went into the battle again, hoping for different results. I got lucky with a flinch of the Dunsparce, meaning I didn't go into Staraptor paralyzed, making the battle significantly easier. Finally, Larry was no more. Nomona decided to challenge me right after, but after the monster that was Larry, this was a breath of fresh air. Gym 6 would prove to be another setback. A forced double battle meaning I needed 2 Pokemon to even be allowed to challenge. Lucky for me, I had my starter Cramorant.
What?
Along with the shiny, and since I had Surf on the shiny, it made light work of both Rhymes bars and Pokemon. The 7th gym put up a fight, but it was nothing compared to what I went through trying to complete that gym test. Only one more badge until I could challenge the league. Grusha's battle was harder than I imagined, but at the end of it I ended out victorious, so the next step was to face the Elite Four. After answering some questions I found insignificant, I went on to battle Rika. Despite being a ground type specialist, the battle was very close. The toxic from her Clodsire nearly took me out. On to the next Elite Four, and surely nothing could be worse than poison, right?
A child. No.
Not sure how a literal toddler made it this far, but congrats to Poppy for such an achievement. However, to continue my journey, I had to crush her dreams, 2 down, and 2 to go. I hated that I had to see this man again. You know Larry, I used to like you as a character, but ever since your gym battle, not anymore. Thankfully, you gave me the chance to beat you one more time. This time around, the battle was super easy since he turned into a flying specialist. No one shall ever cause me as much pain as you did, Larry. Even when he's not battling me, Larry lives in my mind rent-free. Another frickin' tie. I just tried the hassle fight, hoping for better luck, and got it. So after many treacherous battles, all that was left was to face the champion. Oh Gita, you had such a good team, but you had the opposite of plot armor. You had the developers working against you. Such wasted potential, sad to see, if only you were given more love. However, Cramorant's story doesn't end there. Turns out our rival was the strongest of them all. What a better way to end the story than by beating the best. Unfortunately for Nemona, my Cramorant has been through far worse to call it quits here. One at a time, her Pokemon fell at the wings of Cramorant, leaving me as the best that Paldea has ever seen.